Hello, friends. Today's topic is You're Fired. Let's rant.
So I was fired today and wanted to come on because I feel like, number one, this happens to a lot of people. And I was really blindsided by it. The reason I wanted to come on, number one, is because I feel like this happens to a lot of people and it's like shocking and a lot to process. You work for a company with people for a long time and then to like just get a Zoom or like this was like a random meeting put on my calendar and it only showed like my manager on it. I didn't know like the HR person was gonna be on too, and then they just like said it very kind of coldly and then they just read out like the severance stuff and just said like, it's your last day, effective immediately, and then just like log off, and you're just kind of like, what is happening? And I think the problem for me is, so they said it was because of a conflict of interest, and essentially at the start of the year, my husband, who worked at the same company as me at the time, he quit because he didn't, he wanted to pursue other things. And at the time, I remember them being really pissed about it because my husband is really good at his job. He's really good at sales, and they just kind of lost this really great salesperson. So they were blindsided by him leaving. And then one day randomly, my manager called me. It was like, how's it going? Normal conversation. And then he goes onto, like, completely blindsides me, and he's like, so where's Tanner going? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, he's just figuring out what he wants to do. We have a couple of rental properties. And I was like, he's gonna work on like managing them, and yeah, like, I don't know, that was like it. I just said he's doesn't know what he wants to do yet. He just wants to change like what he's doing. And then he's like, well, if he ever works at one of our competitors, then that's good, and you guys live in the same household, that's gonna be a real problem. And I'm like, okay. It was just a really uncomfortable situation, and I felt like my job was being threatened at the time. So I get off the call, tell Tanner about it, and he's like, what the fuck? He didn't have, the balls to ask me directly about what I'm doing. Like, no questions about it to him when they had a conversation on the phone. But he'll go to my wife and try to get information out of her. So that just set him off. So we reported that to HR, had a conversation about it, and it was fine, moved on. I like reviewed the handbook and everything, and it didn't say anything about like, family or spouse working at another company. So flash forward to like April, May, and Tanner came out on LinkedIn and said he's working at this adjacent company now. And I'm guessing that's what set them off, because I got let go because of a conflict of interest. And it's because my husband works at a competitor company. My husband, not even me. And I'm just trying to process this. So like I went back to the handbook, and they added that your family cannot work at a competitor. Your family cannot work at a competitor. What?
Hey y'all, what's up? I just want to say, y'all, I got fired from my job today. I got fired from my job today. They called me in the office. And they said, you've been replaced. I said, excuse me? They said, you have been replaced. And I said, why is that? What did I do? All she did was shrug her shoulders to me. So you don't know why I've been replaced, but I've been replaced. But here's the good news about it. You told me I was replaced, but God told me I was removed. Whew. You told me I was replaced, but God himself said that I was removed. I wasn't replaced. God removed me. And the truth of the matter is, you can't fire what God was already getting ready to remove to begin with. You can't fire me when God only sent me there temporarily to be on an assignment. And now that my assignment has been fulfilled, it's time for God to ascend me now. Because the truth of the matter is, even in me getting fired on today, God still got the glory. God still shall be glorified, because what's getting ready to break out in my life, listen, it's bigger than this. It's bigger than this. So yeah, I may have been fired today. Y'all listen, I am a divorced single mother of 4. And y'all gonna fire me without no explanation, without no reason. But that is okay, because God said they didn't replace you. God said I remove you. Because what I'm getting ready to do in you, daughter, the world have yet to see what's getting ready to break out in your life. The world have yet to see the gift, the anointing, the power that rests, rule, and abide on your life. Listen to me. I'm getting ready to be employed by God full time. I am a businesswoman. I have 2 businesses, by the way. And God said, watch what I do with your fashion business and watch what I do with your cleaning business. God is getting ready to skyrocket me. I feel it in my spirit. God is getting ready to send me clientele from all over this world. So y'all thought y'all did a thing today by replacing me. Literally. But I came to tell you that God has removed me. God is getting ready to ascend me to a greater level, a greater dimension. So I walked out of that office with a smile on my face, and I told them, God bless you and thank you for the opportunity. Because yes, I fell in love with my client. She was 80-something years old, and I fell in love with this beautiful soul, and she fell in love with me. But listen, my assignment has been fulfilled, and God said, job well done, daughter. Because you have fulfilled the assignment, now it's time to go up now. It's time to elevate now. It's time to ascend now. So I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a personal care assistant. Thank you for allowing me to care for this beautiful woman. Because listen.
In these times, it's always good to just have a second job on hand. What do you think?
Yo, so I just lost my job, my day job, my main job. And I just moved from an apartment where I was paying $1,200 a rent to a house where I'm paying $25. But, I cried some tears, but they're angry tears because I about turned that bitch out. I try not to cuss anymore in 2025. Because I'm like, I could have mailed y'all this computer. Y'all had me drive an hour and a half to tell me that you were restructuring the company after I spent the last 3 years building the structure of this company. It's crazy. But anyways, I should probably be freaking out. I think I've kind of went through all the stages. Like I had this weird laughing fit where I just laughed about it because the gag is, what the fuck? I mean, what the freak? But it's okay because this is where I thrive. I thrive when I get put in these situations where people think that I'm about to be down bad. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'm about to take off with my businesses. If y'all made it this far in this video and you do see me promoting anything about my businesses, I have a bookkeeping business, I have a beauty business, and a candy business. If you see me promoting anything about any of those, a financial business as well, definitely support it. Other than that, I don't know why my lips are so dry. I got my retainer in. Listen, it is what it is. But just know and mark this moment. Today was the first day of the rest of my life. And I'm about to really get out here and grind and work for myself. Because I'll be damned if I go and I'll be darned if I go and give another company my time like that just for them to let me go in this situation. Because y'all could have at least, the same way I got to give y'all a 2-week notice, y'all could have gave me a 2-week notice because y'all been knew this. When you set up this meeting, you knew that this is what you were calling me in here for. So all of y'all are just fake and weird. Like, I work for a small company. It's only like 12 people at this company. And I've been knowing y'all for the last 3 years. Spent more time with y'all than I was spending with my kids at a certain point because I'm with y'all all day. They're at school. It's just crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. Because this is my season. And I had just got above water, bro. I swear to God, I just got above water. I was just starting to do good. I had got my second job going. I was getting my clients for my business, all of that. And then I just get fired. It's all right, though. It's all right. Watch this. Watch this.
I just got off a motherfucking Teams call. These jobs are really letting us go. I got fired today. Excuse me while I'm trying to process, because my heart is in my ass right now. Because I got bills. I got 2 motherfucking kids. Rent, car note. And then we got to work until the 28th. I'm quit now. The fuck you mean? They lucky I need that last check. Because if it wasn't for that last check, I got fired today. You know, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. So today was a crazy day. I got fired from my job, my main job that I go to 5 days a week. And although I am a little bit emotional about it, I can't be, because I knew that I had to leave the job in a week anyway. I'm moving back to a different part of Jersey, which was always the plan. I was only supposed to be in Trenton for 2 months, so next week was my last week, or this week was, whichever, I haven't decided. But I'm still sad because it's not on my timing. It's on God's timing. And, like, as much as I want to panic, I can't. Been here, done that plenty of times. We know how this rodeo goes. God is always on time, never late. So I dropped out of therapy. And ironically, I got to text her back today and tell her that I can resume with therapy because I don't have 2 jobs no more. So I'm no longer going to be fucking exhausted trying to figure out my fucking life. Because, baby, when I say it has been a struggle trying to keep up with my personal life, my health, 2 jobs, and whatever the fuck else I need to keep up with. Impossible. And although I don't know what the next week or 2 will be looking like, I know I'm going to be okay. Because as we saw, even when I was in the fucking shelter, I was okay. Even when I got put out the shelter, I was okay. When I went to the Airbnb, didn't have an income, didn't have anybody to ask for help, I was okay. So I am 1,000% sure that I'll be okay. It does feel very unsettling, but what's a testimony without a test? And the amount of money that I have in my account is an angel number, so I'm gonna go look that up because I've been seeing a lot of them lately, so I think they have definitely been talking to me a lot. I just kind of find it ironic that I lost one thing the day that I gained something else. And it's really crazy how the universe and God works. I'll just say that one lesson that I learned from my uncle is that life is like cleaning your room. And if you're busy cleaning up the room and you got a bunch of different things in your hands and your hands are full, how do you bend down to pick up something else? So that's my update. Okay, bye.
Stay strong out there. It's hard, but keep pushing ahead. Thanks for watching until next video.